Hello lovely viewers, you are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this video, we shall be discussing the 2020 Literature Past Questions and Answers. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. Question 1. A situation where the audience is aware of an action a character is ignorant of is A. Satire, B. Dramatic irony, C. Conflict, D. Aside. The correct answer to this question is D. Aside. Question 2. A fictional prose, which is neither a novel nor a short story, is A. novelet, B. a novella, C. a fable, D. an allegory. The correct answer to this question is B. a novella. Question 3. Condensed use of language is a dominant feature of A. Tragedy, B. Prose, C. Poetry, D. Comedy. The correct answer to this question is C. Poetry. Question 4. The sudden reversal of a character's fortune in a literal work is A. Peripetia, B. Hubris, C. Hamantia, D. Denouement. The correct answer to this question is A. Peripetia. Read the extract below and answer questions 5 to 7. With the pen, he wrote kings into reality. With his words, slaves inhaled, their hands building walls, their feet tramping territory. His pen was like a breath of life. The extract again. With the pen, he wrote kings into reality. With his words, slaves inhaled, their hands building walls, their feet tramping territory. His pen was like a breath of life. Question 5. The underlined words illustrate A. Paradox, B. Metonymy, C. Irony, D. Hyperbole. The correct answer to this question is A. Paradox. Question 6. Hands and feet in line 4 illustrates A. Synecdoche, B. Personification, C. Litodes, D. Contrast. The correct answer to this question is A. Hands and feet in line 4 illustrates synecdoche. Question 7. His pen was like the breath of life exemplifies A. Simile, B. Satire, C. Pathos, D. Battles. The correct answer to this question is A. Simile. Question 8. Comic relief occurs in A. Tragedies, B. Romance, C. Pastorals, D. Comedies. The correct answer to this question is A. Comic relief occurs in tragedies. Question 9. 1 week of fasting makes 1 week as an example of A. Sarcasm, B. Pun, C. Paradox, D. Apostrophe. The correct answer to this question is B. Pun. Question 10. Students rarely read Julius Caesar these days. Illustrates A. Zigma, B. Oxymoron, C. Eponym, D. Caesar. The correct answer to this question is C. Eponym. Question 11. In literature, the term poetic justice applies to A. Rewarding the good characters and punishing the bad ones. B. The development of a good plot. C. Characters that are spared death. D. A story that ends well. The correct answer to this question is A. In literature, the term poetic justice applies to the rewarding of good characters and punishing of bad ones. Question 12. Ascribing human moods to nature, as in a playful breeze, illustrates A. Transferred epithet. B. Symbolism. C. Pathetic fallacy. D. Humor. The correct answer to this question is C. Pathetic fallacy. Question 13. The end of a performance is followed by A. Interlude. B. Epilogue. C. A curtain raiser. D. A curtain call. The correct answer to this question is B. Epilogue. Read the lines below and answer question 14. Marching along 50 score strong, great-hearted gentlemen singing this song. Marching along 50 score strong, great-hearted gentlemen singing this song. Question 14. The underlined words illustrate A. Repetition. B. Onomatopoeia. D. Assonance. The correct answer to this question is C. Consonance. Question 15. A short poem of a witty or sarcastic ending is A. A panegyric. B. An epigram. C. An allegory. D. A ballad. The correct answer to this question is B. An epigram. Question 16. The big boulder blasted the house. The big boulder blasted the house illustrates A. Paradox. B. Irony. C. Contrast. D. Alliteration. The correct answer to this question is D. Alliteration. Read the extract below and answer questions 17 and 18. I find no peace, and all my war is done. I fear and hope, I burn and freeze like ice. The extract again. I find no peace, and all my war is done. I fear and hope, I burn and freeze like ice. Question 17. The dominant literal device used in the above lines is A. Understatement. B. Paradox. C. Hyperbole. D. Euphemism. The correct answer to this question is B. Paradox. Question 18. The feeling of the narrator in the above extract is one of A. Joy. B. Love. C. Fatigue. D. Confusion. The correct answer to this question is D. Confusion. Question 19. Which of the following is written by an African playwright? A. The Blood of a Stranger. B. Lonely Days. C. A Raisin in the Sun. D. She Stoops to Conquer. The correct answer to this question is A. The Blood of a Stranger. Question 20. Which of the following is written by a non-African poet? A. The Panic of Growing Older. B. The Schoolboy. C. The Dining Table. D. Piano and Drums. The correct answer to this question is B. The Schoolboy. Part 2. Unseen Prose and Poetry. Read the passage below and answer questions 21 to 25. On, on, on. Over the countless miles of angry space roll the long heaving billows. Mountains and caves are here, for what is not the one is now the other. Then all is but a boiling heap of rushing water. Pursuit and fight, and mad return of wave on wave, and savage struggle, ending up in a spouting up of foam that whitens the black night, incessant change of place and form, and hue, constancy in nothing but eternal strife. On, 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 they roll and darker grows the night, and louder howls the wind, and more clamorous and fierce becomes the million voices in the sea, when the wild cry goes forth upon the storm. A ship. On, on, on. Over the countless miles of angry space roll the long heaving billows. Mountains and caves are here, for what is not the one is now the other. Then all is but a boiling heap of rushing water. Pursuit and fight, and mad return of wave on wave, and savage struggle, ending up in a spouting up of foam that whitens the black night, incessant change of place and form, and hue, constancy in nothing but eternal strife. On, 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 they roll and darker grows the night, and louder howls the wind, and more clamorous and fierce becomes the million voices in the sea, when the wild cry goes forth upon the storm. A ship. Question 21. The most suitable title for the passage is A. The Million Voices in the Sea. B. The Long Heaving Waves. C. At Sea on a Stormy Night. D. A Savage Struggle at Night. The correct answer to this question is A. At Sea on a Stormy Night. Question 22. The predominant use of long vowels in the first sentences heightens their A. Endless movement. B. Great noise. C. Expanse. D. Anger. The correct answer to this question is C. Expanse. Question 23. The writer's attitude to the scene is one of A. Indifference. B. Contempt. C. Awe. D. Anxiety. The correct answer to this question is C. Awe. Question 24. The expression million voices is used as A. Metonymy. B. Hyperbole. C. Euphemism. D. Conceit. The correct answer to this question is B. Hyperbole. Question 25. A shape in the last line symbolizes A. Sailors. B. Pirates. C. Hope. D. Despair. The correct answer to this question is C. Hope. Read the poem below and answer questions 26 to 30. Ours in the steely night, as slumber's chain has bound me, fond memory brings the light of others' day around me, the smiles, the tears of boyhood years, the words of love then spoken, the eyes that shone, how dimmed and gone, the cheerful hearts now broken. Thus in the steely night, as slumber's chain has bound me, sad memory brings the light of other days around me. The extract again. Ours in the steely night, as slumber's chain has bound me, fond memory brings the light of others' day around me, the smiles, the tears of boyhood years, the words of love then spoken, the eyes that shone, how dimmed and gone, the cheerful hearts now broken. Thus in the steely night, as slumber's chain has bound me, sad memory brings the light of other days around me. Question 26. The theme is about the poets. A. Yearning for happier times gone by. B. Sleepless nights. C. Fear of the steely night. D. Broken love affair. The correct answer to this question is A. Yearning for happier times gone by. Question 27. The theme of the poem is presented essentially through A. Repetition. B. Paradox. C. Contrast. D. Assonance. The correct answer to this question is D. Assonance. Question 28. The two words that give hint about the poet's unhappiness are A. Shone and dimmed. B. Night and dimmed. C. Light and shone. D. Light and night. The correct answer to this question is B. Night and dimmed. Question 29. The poet refers to memory as being fond and sad because it brings A. Smiles and tears. B. Sorrow and pity. C. Love and joy. D. Cheers and smiles. The correct answer to this question is A. Smiles and tears. Question 30. The meaning of the expression, as slumber's chain has bound me, is A. Since I cannot sleep. B. Before I dream. C. Before I sleep. D. After I wake up. The correct answer to this question is C. Before I sleep. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.